back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Mississippi pot roast, but I'm going to be using the Instapot. So I found this recipe on Pressure Luck. I think that's the channel, or I don't know. I'll put it down below. But let me show you the ingredients I have, and let's go ahead and get started. So what I have here is a 4.47 pound chuck roast, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, a packet of brown gravy, and a packet of ranch. I also have a jar of pepperoncini or peppercini. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Probably use just half a jar, I think. I don't know, I'll have to check the recipe. This is a whole onion, it's all chopped up. A 1/4 cup of oil and some beef broth that I have used a bouillon cube and just put it in with some water, mixed it, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the chuck roast. It is still pretty frozen, but that's okay. So I am going to cut it in half. And you always want to cut, I'm not sure of the right terminology, but along the, I guess the grain like you would in wood. So I'm going to cut this way, and then I'm going to cut this way. That will fit nicely into my Instapot. So let's go ahead and put these on so we can sear them. So what I want to do now is set my Instapot to saute, and it says 30 minutes. Don't think it'll take 30 minutes, but that's what it says. So it's on, and now it's doing its thing. So let me go ahead and show you the next step. So now what I want to go ahead and do is I want to add my 1/4 cup of oil. Now I'm just letting the oil get hot so I can start searing my meat. Okay, so now I think my oil is hot enough. We want to put the first piece of meat. So here we go. Put the second piece of meat. So I'm gonna let the meat do its thing on each side until they are nice and golden. I'll come back and show you when everything's done. So I think they're about as seared as they're gonna get. So I'm gonna take them out and put them on a plate. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions. So now I've added my onions, and I'm gonna let those. Sometimes these onions don't want to. So now I'm gonna let them brown some, and I wanna deglaze the bottom of the pan, which I think it's pretty much deglazed. You want to brown them up until they're nice and translucent. So we'll be right back. So at this point, the onions have been cooked. I'm supposed to add a tablespoon of garlic, but unfortunately I don't have garlic, so hopefully it'll be good without it. So now I'm gonna add my 1.5 cups of beef broth. And I'm gonna mix that in. Mix that well. Now I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of the juice of the pepperoncini. And I think the jar only has 1/2 cup. Let's see. No, it's 1/2 cup. So I'm gonna mix that. And be right back. So at this point, we want to add our packets of ranch mix and brown gravy mix. Let's give that a good stir. And we're going to let that marinate in there and let all the juices get going. Oh, I almost forgot to add the 2 tablespoons of the brown sugar. It smells so good already. It smells so good, guys. I wish you can smell that. So we want to make sure that the mixture is all blended. We don't want any pieces of the packets in there. We think it all looks pretty good and mixed. So what I want to do now is I'm going to add some of my pepperoncini. I'm going to destem them first before I add them. You don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm only going to add half of the jar. Actually, and these are pretty big, so I don't even know if I want to add half the jar. Get all the seeds out. Not because of any kind of spice or anything, but ooh, they're nice and juicy. Just because I don't want them in the food. And I can always strain them out, but I'm gonna add 2 more. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. So now I'm gonna give this a nice little stir, and I'm gonna go get my meat to place it in. So here's the meat. We're gonna place it in there. 4 tablespoons of butter, and we're just gonna place it on top. I'm gonna go wash my hands and I'll be right back. So now I'm gonna go ahead and close my lid. I'm gonna make sure that I am in sealing, and I'm gonna show you how long we're gonna cook this. So we want to go ahead and cancel this. We're going to press pressure cook. It says 35 minutes, but we need it to go to 65 minutes. And that ought to do it. So what you're going to see happening here is I set it. It's going to go on, and it's going to build up the pressure. Once it's built up all the pressure that it needs, it's going to start cooking. And I'll show you once it does that. Okay, so one of the things I forgot to tell you was that it needs to be on high pressure. You want to make sure it's high. And the pressure has all built up, and it's ready to cook for 65 minutes. So we'll come back once it's all done. While the Mississippi pot roast is cooking, I'm going to start on the rice. Now the rice is cooking while the Instapot is making the Mississippi pot roast. So we are at 24 minutes. Let's for it to finish cooking. So it has reached 15 minutes of natural pressure. I'm going to open the vent to make sure. So the pressure has completely released. You'll notice that this is down. Originally it was all the way up. So let's see what it looks like. So as you can see, it's all done. It looks so good. You can kind of see it's falling off the bone here. So let's get it plated. My kids are hungry. So I'm gonna have my little critic give it a try. Let's see what her first impression is.
Keeps falling. Yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Ready to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? She likes it. So here it is all plated. This is what dinner looks like. Let's enjoy.